Hello kids, how are you? Want to sing a song like the name? Hola, soy Jesucristo, el robot del futuro. No, I have these sunglasses very from the future vibes, like Matrix or something. Well. I forgot what is the topic of this video, but how it looks very normal. Because today I have like too many change of energy, and you know why? It's because I put this line and are something like difficult to I don't think this like so long time ago. And when I do this, my eyes look super small and very like I don't know shapes very like I don't know my favorite shapes, you know. But whatever. Anyway, yeah. Now I look very fat for this, but whatever. Okay. Let's go to the video. I see the other video. It's don't have the end of the video and have so cool information. It's too sad. I feel like somebody tried to send me energy about can make more short the videos, but I promise I tried to do this, and because my videos are perfect in 20 minutes, because it's very difficult to connect with certain energies for can have put down this knowledge or this information, and when you finally get, you go for so different kind of subjects and try to find the information to explain something very, very difficult and very, very complex and put in the more easy and abstract way. And it's very difficult and looks like very simple because I love this, because I always want to have a teacher like this, like way to try to do more difficult the stuff. Try to, for that you are the teacher. You simplify this information for me. For that I pay you. I pay to you, not to pay to me. You are my. It's like in when you learn about business, restaurants or all kind of service or business are like the client always have the reason, you know. I don't know the phrase is, I don't know if the phrase is exactly the same in America or it's a little different, but in Mexico it's like el cliente siempre tiene la razón, and for me this is very certain people don't understand my point of 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 view about the school or of the academy in general, because I feel and I can see so many people with a lot of complex or like feel less or traumas, you know, bad experience, because it's very scary and very difficult. You need a lot of effort to be a good student. But in my futuristic view or my normal view, or maybe a little more like modern or very posh or very like superficial person, but I feel it's like it's a business. The education is a business, and I pay you. If you stay in a school is free, it maybe can be different, but it's not like this, because when the school is it's free, they choose the best students for for in the future they represent his institutions, and they are the name or the brand, and put the face like, I have the best in math, or I have the best in science, I have the best in business, or whatever. And for example, I don't understand why some teacher can put a 5, for example. In America, I think I don't understand too much his system for make the evaluations, because I know have C, like menos. I don't have this word, and C, B, and A, three what's his name of portions, yeah, 3 portions, and 3 portions of less or more, not versus something like this. No, I put very opposite. And the point is, you approve or don't approve, and you are excellent or extraordinary work, and you are like, you do something incredible or do something also, so don't put your best in the work. But I feel it's like now it's not like this, because the new generations don't understand this kind of the rules of the business. And if the Starbucks person, in when you pay, it's rude, you feel like normal and put angry or whatever, and you go. But in my time, I don't know, it was too long time ago, or it's only in my group of people. The people need to be super nice with you and super kind. If you don't do this, you don't go again to this kind of places, these brands, and you recommend like, oh, this place is super nice. And for example, the huge I practice this word, franchise, the franquicia, boludo, are very like, if you stay, for example, at McDonald's, Burger King, or Domino's, this kind of huge brands, they never can be rude with you, never. It's like impossible, because the owners put so many persons for make the best, and don't can lose clients for one person don't do well his job, and the client always have the reason. And the school is the same. If I go with my kid, if and pay a lot of money, because the people pay too many money for the service, and tell me the kid have 5 and here's 10, not 5 is like you don't approve, and 6 is you are like the Bart Simpson. you're like, I don't know how you pass, but well, just in here. 7 is like a little mediocre, like you don't be nobody in your life. 8 in my time was super cool because it's fancy and not a nerd. 9 sometimes it's cool because it's like, I do something incredible. I deserve a 9, or I deserve to 10. But since the 9 people is try to stay in the same position of the 10 person that's totally nerd. And there are people that see the 2 sides, like the science people, very nerd, or the very artistic person that are super like, my family wants to be make a symphony stuff, and that very like antiquate, and like family is very like old fashioned, like they try to have a Mozart or a Beethoven or Rembrandt or something like this in his family. Yeah, one time I tried to be a Dali or Andy Warhol, or I think all it is. Which more? Yeah, I think yes. But and I feel very disappointed of the art and the people to to move the art and the for me don't represent nothing anymore in painting in other in this plane but another because I feel art need be for express your soul with the more quality you can have, and sometimes it's a little like ridiculous. And exists too many like, oh, he's the kid, he's the daughter or the son of somebody, and when you only stay for, in here say palancas, I don't know how to say in America, like the friend of a friend have this and they have the job because have the contact. It's too many like this. And it's like lose your time because you never seen this because only certain people can do this. Or if you want to do this, you need to sacrifice your soul and you have a very bad experience, very sexual experience, or like make you feel like less and you support very stuff, not everybody, but well, like I try to do this and then the comments feel don't can get nothing about this, and I believe the art was like yeah, really. One time when I have my paintings was so many this energy that I'm still in history and it's just so important that one super friend fight with me. I never have fight in my life. Never. Only with boyfriends, but it's a little like kind of sexy stuff for boys, and I hate that, but I understand. But it was very weird, and when you stay in this vibe to try to stay in the history, how like permanecer en la historia, the people put very like kind of the volume of the Lord of the Rings, lose the head, and it's very difficult. And I loved more cute or cool experience in my life than the things I can win with this. And the point is share this knowledge, and I can do in these videos, for example. And the point is, maybe in the future can do this, but I'm not obsessed, and it's sadness, and it's depressed for this. Well, the point is, if you go, the business, you start to understand that the school is a business because it exists too many schools, and you say I pay you because I need my kid to learn things because he need to learn things. He knows too many things because he have an excellent DNA, and I'm very cool and cosmopolitan person, and I obviously teach him a lot of stuff. But I don't have so many time, and I want to know more kids, and I want to heal the experience to have a cool teacher, and all that stereotype of live in a kind of a school academy, very cool, not with uniform and live certain experience. But you pay this. It's a service. You don't can go to Starbucks and pay for your latte or whatever you want, the mochaccino or whatever, or your tea, and the people say, oh no, you don't ask like I want to. You don't learn that you need give me your name and before pay, and you do the opposite, and you don't approve, and I give you the only the 50% of your tea. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's so ridiculous, really? And you don't kind of put the thing more love in the world, like your kid. And the teacher say like, oh no, he don't pass. Like, I pay you for this. No, it's because they don't learn. It's not my business, baby. You say, you put your publicity and say, I know how to teach kids. You say this. You need to do this. Now, if the kids don't have this situation, speak about you have an obsolete product. You need to be more, you need to have a more, be be different. You need more actualizations in your system. Maybe the kids are want to speak or want to run or want to do the things normal kids want to do. His nature, and you need actualize this because it's very frustrating. Like I need to put my kids in these schools because if don't study like this system, don't are nobody in the life. And now the future is very obvious that there are a lot of new schools of more things more interesting for the normal or the very like the evolution people want, like uh, like learn about garden, learn about soul, of energy, about colors, about brands of fashion, of perfumes, about how meet a man, how have friends, like the true things you need to learn, not the same stuff and do like, oh my god, I teach them in the first year everything. I need to do the same for them. Looks like they pay too much, and I don't know what to teach again. Teach again the same, because I have the feeling sometimes when you're a little inexpert in something, like to put again the same song. For example, it's like DJ, like, oh my god, I don't prepare so many music so many times, and I'm still do other stuff. Okay, I do like nobody see this because I see other people, and put again the same song or put the mixtape for 1 hour. And it's like this. It's better to say, okay, kids, I do super cool stuff, but I put a mixtape because it's too many times. And the point is, you stay happy, you have a good family, you can be a winner, and when you stay whatever place, this is the point of the school. And not, this is the opposite. They put so many things that are so ridiculous, and when you with you outside of this circle of people, I promise you see super ridiculous, the super obsolete information about everything. It's like, no man. For example, and when you see in too many business a little like I don't know, people see to love sailing and this, they they always have his calculator. No, it's not like 1, 2, 3. No, and this is a concept from too many times, and the people are obsessed with this kind of maths. And when you stay in something very like alchemy or topics more or yeah, more like evolution of your full mind or pineal gland, you don't use too many numbers because the numbers stay in a part in the brain that use a few. And you use too many numbers for yourself, not with computers, you create a damage in your brain and you don't stay in the flow of business, of philosophy, of artistic like poets or that stuff, It's I always explain it's like velocity in I don't know the word when you put the velocities in the car like first, second, third. This is very obsolete because can be not obsolete because certain cars very old fashioned and very classic or even in the cars use this as a car. But sometimes they're like, it's boring. I only want to go like this, like this. The movie of Zoolander is super cool. I understand the concept, but it's difficult to understand. It's like the perfect life, but they put very dummy because it's like kind of secret, like so a few person do this experience, and this experience is cool. It's like I don't have problems. Everything I resolve. Go with my friends dancing in my Jeep. Wow, incredible. And yeah, this is the situation with the school. the obsolete concept, and the one, the metaphor of the car velocity. I don't know, I don't have the word, but I know you if you try to be alchemist or somebody with full mind, you don't put obsessed with this, with the words, and you understand, and for that a lot of persons, not a lot of, a few persons have investigations about the parts of the brain, and this is true. It's like, the computer is created with the concept of the brain. Not, we have a fast memory for the things like this, and we have the memory to remember and put like hard disk, like information so long time ago. But don't use every moment, because you can imagine if you use all the books in the same day. No, you use for frequency what I have near to me from this day, and I use this, like today, I don't know, I make food for this, yes, and the weather is so. I use like this because I'm not still super, like, I don't know, 40 grade or zero grade. It's like the frequency is the organ, how you organize your memories, and it's something like this. The numbers stay in a part of like hard disk, like a old memory. Don't use every time. When you try to do this, you stay obsessed like Flintstones 5. Like, no, don't stay like this. And here, say it like shoe. For example, in Argentina, the sneaker, the name is zapatilla. In Mexico, the zapatilla, it's for girls, like ballet. And when the people abuse about this kind of part of brain for numbers, and try to demonstrate they memorize all the raíz cuadrada of all the numbers for memory, it's like to speak with somebody very, very, very primitivo, boludo. It's the more like, and don't come negotiate with these people, because if it's zapatilla and it's zapatilla and it's zapatilla. I don't want to listen or other concepts like this, because in my group of people is like this. I'm a study, I win the Nobel or whatever, not or other person. I win the Grammy, and the Grammy say sneaker, and I win the Nickelodeon Kids Award, and it's zapatilla. And a lot of problems in this moment in the civilization is big for this huge, ridiculous and absurd situation. So easy, like when you don't see in this abuse of this part of brain, it's super easy, like say, oh, whatever. Oh, you want to how you want to say sneaker? The stuff, stuff. When I lose my stuff, blah blah blah. And the people are more like this, go so fast in the life and learn so much and learn so easy concepts about knowledge. Then everybody wants to know, because everybody wants to be a kind of samurai. I never think in this, but was so like every time I do a kind of work of energy with somebody, I can observe they want to be a samurai. And I think that 80% or 90% of the pollution in this planet want to be a kind of samurai. And do all that study and have the best escort in his escort in his school. The notes, I don't know. For demonstrate that they are wisdom person. It's ridiculous that people lose the object of his metas. Like I am studying so much this for impress a girl, for example, to learn piano. Not everybody. This is not for somebody. And when comes the girl with to me and say like it's difficult to do this, and I know this Chopin and this is Tchaikovsky, blah blah blah, and the girl is sleeping like feeling super sad because you ignore the person. This is a simple example because maybe you learn piano because it's in your soul, or maybe it's important for your family, or it can be super different stuff. The reality, relativity. It's the more incredible tool we can have in this kind of times because exist anomalies like one in a million, and sometimes we can lose so many beautiful stuff because we are obsessed to do the things like this. And we don't can control it because it's the repetition, it's the training, the condicionamiento, like Pavlov. Do the same so many times, and if you want to do other stuff, don't come to this because if you use certain parts of the brain all the time, you stay in a camp, a quantic camp or astral camp so strong that it's impossible. It's like you stay in a camp, only have cubes, and somebody comes like a flash and comes a circle and say, come with the circles. So we can be squares and circles in my camp. Come, and the person say, hi, I want, but all the words can say are the rules of the cubes. Like, no, it's like this, because it's more strong than energy. You got it? For this, it's so true, this concept, because you can see in the Egyptians, they have this kind of brain. In other cultures, they have more like this kind of small head, or the concept of you don't have more like 3 fingers up front, or can have a huge head, like try to be very clever, like a gray alien. These stuffs are totally true. The people think like, oh, it's so exagerado. It's too much. It's not like this. It's absurd. No, it's super true, man. And it's so true that when you use certain parts of the brain, you produce chemics, natural chemics of your body, like because the chemics are natural. This is very important for our video. But yeah, for example, you can put serotonin, or you can put, I don't know, depends of the expressions in your face. If you stay smiling all the time, when you do this, segregate serotonin, and you're a happy person and have this kind of vibe. Don't try to be like very like this if you all the time stay like this. When you stay like this, the people are stay to the opposite of the serotonin, and depressed, and stay angry, and yeah, it's a little problem with the people obsessed with the wrinkles, like, I want to admire this person, and I want to the other person looks, she's very happy and have too many wrinkles like happiness. No, they don't ask you for your help. Don't do this to me, please, because sometimes I can observe certain people do this. Okay. Well, this is the video from today about the school is a service, it's a business, and don't you can we need change the don't hope for the teachers or the owners of the school do everything. You need understand the power of the consumers or consumidores. This is feel like want to be a hero and change the world with war and whatever, the thing more powerful in the world, man. Yeah, I promise, it's the most powerful in the world. Is the el poder de compra. It's like the power of the things you buy. You decide. Okay, I want to buy this. Now, for example, I want to buy this. Or I want to buy this because, for example, this brand. It's a good price, it's a good product, blah blah blah. But then they feel like, oh, I have the power of monopoly over everything or whatever. Yeah, monopoly is too cool, but I don't know. I put in the wrong way. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like everybody's saying Twister and we can have poker. Not in the bad way. Like I do everything like I want, and the people depend to me, and because I'm the only person to have fabrics, and they don't have money for make a fabric. And sorry, this is the bad stuff about monopolies. Okay, and yeah, you can, if somebody start to put too high the price, you can say, okay, baby, to exist too many brands. For that, the competencia, it's very good because this man don't got it the concept. I can do it the concept. I can afford better, better brands, better products, better service for you, and you can choose, and you can obligate to the person to give you the things you want or you deserve. But the more person do this, is better. And the thing is cool. Like, okay, I try to do the best, but I feel like I'm seeing more in the future and more love generation, and I want to have a good experience about this. I don't want to have experience traumatic like that video of the we don't need no education. It's very shocking video, but sometimes the people are this level and it's horrible. I think now it's a little less or too many less. Don't go again for the same way of this. Be more open, be more flexible, be more kind. People want love, the people want to know more about soul. Don't put this try to this mask to try to be very clever because are new and get all the clients to are like so tired of the traditional school and go to with his kids from studying new stuff like lessons of for singing or for beauty or a lot of stuff. I go with Percy and when are friendly pets. I think, for example, this it's more like the new generation wants this. You need to stay in symphony with this generation. Don't kind of return to the things what a lot of people fight for. Get this, and when the people say, "I have this, do you want this?" Yes, everybody go with this person and do the opposite. It's like ridiculous and it's not fair because too many people want to have this opportunity and say, "Okay, if you have the opportunity, I respect you because for something you're authority now, and you do something well for you have this beautiful present. Don't abuse of your power and be more flexible, be more kind, be more spiritual." Okay, I hope enjoy this video and see you in the next video, kids. Bye. I love you and I wanna send a kiss for the kid and put me very nuts, but I don't want to say nuts because it's a scary word for me. It puts me in the more beautiful feelings and emotions in my life. Okay, I see this. Okay, bye. Kisses, bye.